Today I am here to discuss the few key points in the lesson, the world of microorganism part 2. So in the previous class children, I already discussed here about this is the part 2 children. Part 1 we completed, as well as I said you about the first lesson also, that is the cell, the basic unit of life. In that lesson who discovered the cell, what is the cell, what are the cell organelles that are present in the cell, that we all discussed in the previous classes. In the microorganisms part 2, these are some of the key points which is very much useful for your FA1 examination that is going to conduct on your July 1st week. So please, I hope all your parents as well as students that to buy the books that is in the Tirumala bookstall in the station road nearby. So please go to the bookstall and buy your books. So I am going to explain you here the 10 key points. You have to note down these key points which is helpful for you for your examination point of view. So the first point, the microorganisms help us and harm us. So what is meant by these? The microorganisms are nothing but they are tiny living particles which can be seen with the help of the microscope. So first, who was the first person to see the microorganisms? Antoine Leeuwenhoek. Antoine Leeuwenhoek was a person he was a microbiologist. He observed the microorganisms. Okay, so these microorganisms they are categorized into 4-5 groups. Bacteria, virus, fungi, protozoa as well as algae. So not all the microorganisms are harmful for us. So in the previous video I said you about the disease caused to the persons, that is human beings, animals as well as plants. The disease that is caused by the microorganism. So they are the microorganism which is very much harmful for us as well as very much useful in our daily life. Like how they are useful, I am going to explain you. The lactobacillus. The lactobacillus is one of the bacteria children that converts the milk into curd. So every day we do eat the curd. So how the curd is prepared by your mother? So what does the mother do? For that you can conduct one of the activity now. Take 3 bowls. Okay, bowl 1, bowl 2 and as well as bowl 3. In this just take hot milk and here cool milk or cold milk and here lukewarm milk. Okay, so little bit warm. Lukewarm is nothing but little bit warm. So we took here the 3 bowls which is filled with the different temperature. This is very hot milk bowl and this is cold milk as well as a lukewarm milk. So here in the 3 bowls again we should add 1 tablespoon of curd or buttermilk. Okay, 1 tablespoon of buttermilk in 3 bowls we should add. So after adding, just you observe 3 to 4 hours. What happens? The milk in the hot bowl remains the same and the cold milk also remains the same, and the milk which is there in the third bowl, that is with the lukewarm milk, what happens? It converts and form into the curd. So what you observe here means the buttermilk contains the bacteria that is called as a lactobacillus. So lactobacillus, the buttermilk contains lactobacillus. So when the bacteria is kept in this certain temperature bowl, what happens? It is killed now. Okay, the bacteria can't grow or can't replicate in a very high temperature. As well as in the cold also, what happens? It does not die, but it is in the inactive stage. Okay, it is in the inactive stage. What happens? The curd or the buttermilk, what you added, it is in a stable form. It does not replicate itself. Okay, so the bacteria does not grow in the hot temperature as well as cold temperature. So in the lukewarm, what happens? The curd or the buttermilk which you are added, okay, the bacteria started replicating its number. Okay, it started replicating in its number and the liquid form of the milk converted into the solid form of a curd. Right children? So like this. So this is the formation of the milk to the curd. By the different temperatures, the bacteria will be active as well as inactive state. The lactobacillus is the bacteria. Lactobacillus is the bacteria which converts the milk into curd. Right, children? So you please, I wish you to connect at your home also. Next, the formation of or the process by which the conversion of sugar into alcohol by yeast is known as a fermentation. So you know the bacteria or the microorganisms which is very much useful for your in your daily life. What happens? The fermentation process takes place. For example, when you take idli, dosa, jalebi, these all those are fermented foods. So night they are soaked as well as in the early morning when you see some of the bulgy substance has been takes place. Like idli, dosa, you will be very familiar of those things. So what happens, and some of the alcoholic smell you can see. Okay, you can see in the very big large industries, Nana, the grape they will take. Grape, okay, from the grape they will be converting and forming into the wine. Okay, so wine you can feel the smell that is alcoholic. So, but from where it is found? It is formed from the grape. Okay, the grapes are very sweet, that is sugar substance. Okay, so what happens here, by the process called as a fermentation, these sugars after in the aerobic stage or anaerobic stage means cut completely, they are closed in a very big containers, these grapes. Okay, the rotten grapes, they are very much spoiled and completely what happens means by they will be added the yeast. Okay, different types of the yeast are there. Okay, different types of the yeast are the microorganisms also comes under the fungi. Okay, yeast comes under the fungi. For the preparation of the wine production, what is the name of the yeast? Means Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Okay, Saccharomyces cerevisiae is one of the yeast. It is not there in your textbook or in your syllabus, but just for your knowledge I am saying Saccharomyces cerevisiae is one of the yeast which is useful for the production of the alcohol or the wine. So what happens here? The sugar, the grape which is in the sugar form, by adding the yeast, what it forms? It forms the alcohol. Okay, you can see the smell of the wine. It appears to be like a grape juice. Okay, so the process in which the alcohols is forming from the sugar to alcohol by adding the yeast is known as a fermentation process. Right, children? Next, antibiotics are produced by a specific microorganism which are called as the fungi, which cures the bacterial diseases. Okay, the antibiotics. So when you feel sick, you go to the doctor gives some of the prescription. In that prescription you do have the antibiotics. So in that antibiotics, what happens means the antibiotics which is useful for the curing of your disease is fungi. Okay, these antibiotics is formed from the fungi. These fungi is useful for the cure of the bacterial diseases like typhoid and all. Okay, and next, who invented these antibiotics then? Alexander Fleming. Alexander Fleming was a scientist. He invented the antibiotics for the first time. That name is called as the penicillin. From where he invented? From the fungi. Okay, from the fungi, the name of the antibiotic or the name of the microorganism. Okay, the name of the microorganism of the fungi is Penicillium notanum. Penicillium notanum is a microorganism. From this Penicillium notanum only penicillin tablet has been came. Okay, ma? Penicillin is the antibiotic. Hope you are understanding, children. Alexander Fleming invented the antibiotic. The name of the antibiotic is penicillin. Okay, from which organism this penicillin is formed? Penicillium notanum. Okay, ma? Next, coming to we are often protected by the vaccination. So when you are in the childhood, like newly born babies and all, what happens? For 3 months, for 5 months, for 6 months, for up to 5 years, the vaccine has been kept for you. So why this vaccine has been kept? Before coming the disease. Okay, before coming the disease only, the microorganism which is prepared vaccine when you are vaccinated, what happens when the microorganism throughout your lifetime, when the disease come to your body, microorganism come to your body, the vaccine have the capacity to protect your body. Okay, ma? For example, smallpox vaccine is there you took. Okay, smallpox vaccine you took when you are in the 3 years or 3 months to 1 year baby. Okay, so in throughout your lifetime, when your smallpox disease coming into your body, it does not cause any disease to you. Why? Because you already kept the vaccine. Okay, it protects us throughout our lifetime. Next, microorganism which causes the disease is called as a pathogen. So the microorganisms which are causing the disease known as a pathogen. For example, malaria is there. Malaria is caused, malaria is caused by the mosquitoes. Okay, but mosquito saliva is having a protozoa. Okay, Plasmodium vivax. The name of the protozoa is a Plasmodium vivax. Plasmodium vivax is a microorganism. Okay, the disease which is caused is known as the microorganism is known as a pathogen. So the name of the microorganism which causes the malaria disease is the Plasmodium vivax. Okay, this Plasmodium vivax is the pathogen, and from directly it is not entering into our body, it is entering from the mosquito saliva. Okay, when a mosquito bite, what happens? The female Anopheles mosquito bite, what happens? The Plasmodium vivax enter into our body and causes the disease malaria. So this mosquito is known as a vector. What any you can see the next point. Some insects. Okay, some insects or the animals carry disease. So here the mosquito is carrying the disease. Right now, the mosquito is carrying the disease. Which disease? Malaria disease. So that's why the mosquito is known as a vector. Okay, and the microorganism which is causing the disease is known as a pathogen. Hope you are understanding, ma? Next, pasteurization. The pasteurization is a method of preserving milk in which it is heated up to the 70 degrees for 15 to 30 seconds, and suddenly they are chilled and stored. So here what happens? Every day you will be getting the pasteurized milk, the packet milk. Okay, how many days also they are preserved? So they will be having the date also, children. The pasteurized milk is nothing but, so once they are heated, okay, they are heated to certain degree temperature for few minutes, and next they are cooled and they are packed in the packets and they are sending into the market. So pasteurization, you can see the packet, on the packet you can see the milk packet, the pasteurized milk they will be giving. Okay, pasteurization is a method preserving the milk, so not to spoil the milk. So what happened? What they are doing? They are heated to 70 degrees, not 100 degrees. To certain temperature they are heating to certain temperature, 70 degrees they are heating to the 15 to 30 seconds. Again they are cool it and they are packed, means stored. Okay, ma? So who was the person who discovered this or invented this pasteurization process is Louis Pasteur. Okay, Louis Pasteur was a person. That's why from his name only they kept the name pasteurization. He was a person for the first time. He prevented the microorganism. So why he did this means when we are not heating the milk, what happens? We see the milk will be spoiled. Okay, why? Because the growth of the bacteria takes place. But when we heat the milk, what happens? The bacteria will be killed. We already saw here when the milk it is in a hot temperature, the bacteria will be killed. So here up to the certain degrees the bacteria will be killed and next they are stored. So these are the few points, children, which we are discussed in this lesson. Hope you are understanding. If you get any doubt, please WhatsApp me. Thank you.